It was my birthday last Sunday, not the Sunday that was a couple of days ago, the Sunday before that, and I got presents. These I got for myself, because treat yourself to really cheap synthetic shoes that are work appropriate, I think so. Books from my parents. A load of things from Aiden's parents. Like, his stepmom is just absurdly good at getting gifts. She's amazing, so among other things, I got a mug, really cool colouring book, a Waterstones voucher card thing, love it, an Amazon card from my aunt and uncle, and an assortment of beautiful cards that are falling apart. Beautiful, beautiful cards. I love them all. Yeah, love cards. They brighten up everything. Also, 2 of them are glittery, which, you know, is always wonderful. What I didn't get was my tattoo, because it was on a bank holiday and the guy didn't realise that his boss wouldn't be opening up on a bank holiday, so no tattoo yet, but I've rescheduled it and it's happening next Monday, hopefully, barring acts of God or something. What else has happened? The elections happened. Oh, the elections happened. I am less than pleased with the results. That's an understatement. I'm horrified at the results because another 5 years of a Tory government without even the Lib Dems to hold them back. So that's great. People are actually gonna die because of this. Like, you know, people have already died as a result of benefits cuts, like they've starved to death sort of thing. It's horrifying, it really is, that 37% of the population who voted for a government that actively targets the vulnerable. That scares me. That really scares me. If we had a proportional voting system, I think I would have voted either Green or Labour. I voted for the Lib Dems because where I live is basically a Tory safe seat. I mean, the majority of the people who vote here and have historically voted here vote for the Conservatives. I voted for the Lib Dems because I thought that they had a stronger chance of getting the seat away from the Tories than the Labour Party did here. But, you know, the Tories got this seat anyway, so my vote counted for fuck all, which is a really, really nice feeling. Definitely not optimistic about the future. A long, long way from optimistic about the future. I'm going to be okay, that's the thing. I am very lucky, and if I do fall on like hard financial straits, I have a bunch of family members who will quite happily pick me up again and support me until I can support myself. That isn't the case for a huge number of people in this country. They don't have family support, and, you know, even if they do have family support, their families can't afford to help them in a lot of cases. It just makes me really, really mad that a lot of people seem to lack basic empathy and compassion for their fellow human beings. That, you know, they would see someone who is suffering and say, like, and believe on some level that they deserve it. It's really fucked up. It's a really big mess, and I'm not being very articulate because I'm feeling down and upset about the whole thing, so. Let's end the video with a funny story of something that happened today, which is I leave the window open in my room at night sometimes because this room for some reason just gets absurdly warm sometimes. I have no idea why. It can't all be Dagon's tank, but I leave the window open at night, and I think twice, 3 times now, wasps have come in the morning, and usually it's okay if they come in while the blinds are still down because they can't get into the room and they just go back out. But this time a wasp flew in while I was reading in bed, and it didn't like stick by the windows the way that they usually do. It just buzzed around, and I fucking legged it because like hell am I staying in the room when there's a stinging insect in there. I didn't have my contacts in or my glasses with me, so I was half blind because my vision without those helping lenses is really, really poor, so I couldn't even see the bloody thing. I could just hear it, and I was like standing on the other side of the door, holding it shut, listening to it buzzing right on the other side, freaking out. So I managed to get in, push the window all the way open to give it a bigger exit, grabbed my towels and stuff and had a shower to give it time to leave, and it seemed fine. When I came back in, there was no buzzing. It looked like it was gone. So that was cool. I sat down at my laptop, I was chill, and then I swear, I heard it buzzing. I was absolutely convinced that I could hear it, and I thought that it was in Aiden's coats, which are up there. I thought it was in one of the 3 on the end, one of those 2 coats or the lab coats. I was convinced, 100%, that it was in there. So I have my trusty pool cue. I was whacking the coats with this, trying to force this wasp out. There was no wasp. I was just being paranoid, and I was hearing things, and I think it was a mix of my computer humming in the background and construction work that was going on a couple of streets over, but there was no wasp. So I spent a good half hour, 40 minutes you know, poking and prodding these coats, gently levering them to the ground, opening them up, stamping on them, trying to figure out where this buzzing was coming from. There was no buzzing. It was all in my head. I'm keeping the window closed at night from now on, even if I boil, because wasps coming in, not okay. Ever. I can deal with flies. They're actually better at getting out on their own. They just keep buzzing around the window until they find an opening. Wasps are stupid and settle in one corner of one window that doesn't open, and they just stay there for ages because they're stupid. I hate wasps. I hate them so much. As do so many other people, but I won't kill them because that would be mean. Oh, also, if you fuck it up, then it'll come for you. It'll come for blood. And I'm not risking that, so if I do, you know, get brave enough to approach a wasp, it's with a cup and a piece of card, because zzz. Okay, cool. Till the next time, I guess. Hopefully within 2 weeks this time. I know that I fucked it up again. Lord, do I try.